Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. If you are preparing for a QA interview, this video is going to be really helpful. Today we will cover some of the most frequently asked SQL interview questions in testing interviews at top MNCs like Accenture, Deloitte and many others. So let's get started. The first question is, write a SQL query to find the second highest salary from the employees table. If we look at the table, the highest salary is 90,000 and the second highest salary is 70,000. So we are using this query to find the second highest salary. What will happen is, first the subquery will be executed, which is the maximum salary will be identified from the employees table, and our main query becomes like this. Then we are selecting the maximum salary which is less than 90,000, which is obviously the second highest salary, and the output will be 70,000. Let's move on to the next question. Explain all types of joins with examples. I have already uploaded a separate video for types of joins with real-time examples. So if you are looking for a detailed explanation, please check that out first. And in today's video, I'll provide a high-level explanation for each of these joins. Inner join returns only the matching rows from both the tables. Left join returns all records from the left table and only the matching records from the right table. If there is no matching records in the right table, that will be displayed as null. Right join is the exact opposite of left join. It returns all the records from the right table and only the matching ones from the left table. Full outer join returns all rows from both the tables. The next question is difference between where and having. Both are used to filter the data, but the main difference is when they filter the data. Where class filters the rows before grouping, but having filters after grouping. So always remember that you should use only having after group by. The next question is explain group by with a real example. Group by is used to group the rows that have the same values in a particular column. It is usually used along with the aggregate functions like count, sum, average and so on. So let's take a look at this example. This is the employees table and it contains employee ID, name and department. We are going to count the number of employees available in each department. So what we have to do is, first we have to group based on the department and then count the number of employees in that department. So select department, count from employees table, group by department, and our output will look like this. In HR department we have 2 employees, 2 in IT and 1 in finance. The next question is, what is the difference between delete, drop and truncate? Delete removes the selected rows based on a condition. Drop removes all the rows from the table. Truncate removes the entire table. Where class can be used in delete. Where cannot be used for drop and truncate. For delete and drop, the table remains, but the data inside the table will be deleted. But in case of truncate, the entire table will be deleted. The next question is difference between primary key and foreign key. Primary key uniquely identifies each record in a table, but foreign key creates a relationship between 2 tables using the common column. Let's take an example. The first one is customers table and it contains the primary key customer ID. The next one is orders table, and for this the primary key is order ID, but you can also find the customer ID of customers table here, which means this is the foreign key. So primary key uniquely identifies the record, whereas foreign key connects 2 tables based on a common column. The next question is write a query to find duplicate records in a table. So this table consists of employee ID and emails are duplicated. So for finding duplicate emails, what we have to do is, first we have to group the employees based on email ID, and if the count is greater than 1, then those are the duplicate records. Okay, so this is the query which we are using. Select email, count from employees table, group by email, then filtering based on the condition, that is having count greater than 1. The output will be abc@gmail.com and the count is 2. So this is the duplicate record. Next question is find employees with salary greater than the average salary. So we are considering this table which contains employee ID, name and salary, and there are and the average salary is 57,500, and there are two employees whose salary is greater than this, that is Bob and Carol. So to find this salary we are using this query. So first this subquery will be executed, which is select average salary from the employees. Then we are selecting all the employees whose salary is greater than the average salary. The next question is difference between inner join and left join. Inner join returns only the matching records from both the tables. Left join returns all records from the left table and the matching records from the right table. If there is no matching records available in the right table, then it will be displayed as null. The next question is difference between count star and count column. Count star counts all rows, including rows where any of the columns may contain null value. For example, let's look at this table, employees table, and if you see here, the phone number for the second row is null. But if you use count star, even though this is null, this row will also be considered and we can see the result will be 3. But count column ignores the column with null value and counts only the rows which has values. So if we execute this query, which is count phone from employees, our result will be 2 because this null value will be ignored. So that's it for today, guys. We have seen around 10 questions in today's video and still there are few more questions left which we will see in our next episode. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you.